What's up, guys? I have a video for you today about Spyderco Wharncliffes. I had picked this one up a little bit ago, a few weeks ago, and I did a review of it, and I really like this knife. Made in Taiwan, the Canis, and it has that awesome bushing pivot that the Taiwan factory does. It makes it so smooth. And so I really liked it. Like the Wharncliffe, nice hollow grind, pretty good strong tip. And then I had never had a yojimbo before, so I found this one on the secondary in 20 CV, and it actually came. I didn't know this, but you can see the tip is barely kind of blunted off. I don't know if it got chipped by the previous owner or if it came from the factory like that, but you can see just how acute that tip gets. It's just so crazy thin. So basically anything could have broken that piece off, but it's not too noticeable. This does have the tan G10 handles. I put a deep carry clip on it, and it sits about like that in my pocket. But really wish I would have gotten one of these sooner, because I love the ergos on it are very good. I was always kind of turned off by this area right in here for the yojimbo. It just didn't look right, but when you put it in hand, you understand it feels good. This acts as as a guard to keep all your fingers back, and your fingers just go right where they want to, just right in this grip naturally. And you have this big divot down there for your thumb. So the ergos on here are really good. The ergos on here are good too, but I prefer this to put my thumb. So this wants you to stay right here, which can be comfortable, but my thumb just wants to go up a little bit further. So if this jimping was just moved up maybe to there, the flat spot was on there, I think this knife would have beat out the yojimbo. But the yojimbo ergos are very good, and this has a great action too. Very smooth. When you roll this out, the thumb hole has a way where it's just like it wants to go out really quick. I don't know how to explain it, but I like the yojimbo. I'm glad I finally got around to picking one up. And then I saw this Wharncliffe blade. This is an endura, and it's in K390, and they are discontinuing these, so you can find these on a very good deal sometimes. So I found this one for under $100, and you can see like the blade kind of swoops downward. That's kind of how the Canis is like that too. You can see the Canis almost goes like that, and the yojimbo is more like straight across. But this can be an excellent, same kind of tool as this. It's a Wharncliffe. It can be used in all those situations, and I kind of wanted to make it a little more tactical, just to have fun with it. So I got these things off of Amazon, and this is a wave feature, and I will link them in the description box, but they're pretty cheap. And you just, or wait, this goes in first. That sits right there, and you take it, screw it in there, and now you have a wave feature for your endura. And then you get the karambit. You can get the karambit ring on there. So let me go get my Torx bit and we can put this on real quick. Alright, I don't have my normal bits with me, but I'm going to try to make this work anyway. So it's a T8 on the pivot, but I only have a T7, so I think this should still work. Alright. Shoot. Grab a rag. I forgot all this stuff is like oiled up in here. Alright, now when you take this off, when you relieve pressure, be careful because it can bend that. I've had washers get bent before after you take out the pivot, or if you don't take out the pivot. So remove that and then you can let it go. So it'll crush your washer if you don't. And I'm not really gonna even clean a lot of this, the washers. I'm not gonna really clean it because it's working fine. So alright. Alright, there that is. Alright, now you'll see what I mean now. Once I get this in, we won't have to there we go. Now we won't have to do the trick to put it together. We will just let's see. That's the pivot. We can just kind of put it together like this. Now normally, like I said, normally you wouldn't put this knife together like this because of the back spacer. Okay. Oops. I guess I shouldn't have put the pivot through first. Alright, there. It's like that. Now we can push that through. Put our washer back on. And put that back on. So normally, like I said, that's not possible normally, because when you push down on this thing will start flexing. This plastic piece will start flexing crazy, and you can't get it back on. So you have to assemble it all together and then do it a different way. But yeah, that makes it easier. Definitely makes it easier to assemble it. There she is. Solid lockup. I think it's too tight, so let me loosen it a little. All right, perfect action. So now we have you can stick it in this way or right here. So let me check the pocket. Alright, I had a clip on the wrong side, so this is the right side now that I have the clip on. So let me show you what it looks like in the pocket. Alright, there it is in the pocket, and then if you want to draw it out, it's ready to rock and roll. Show you that again. There it is. Alright, that's all I got. See y'all in the next one.